Well, good afternoon everybody and welcome to my channel. My name is Mark and today I am cooking with the Ridge Monkey and we are making an ultimate steak sandwich, and we're going to use a stone baked ciabatta bread which I'm going to toast, and we have sirloin steak which we're going to cook medium rare hopefully, and then let it rest and become medium. We have tomatoes, we have chilies, we have garlic and red onion and extra virgin olive oil, salt and pepper, and I'm going to do it all with one knife and one pizza tongue. And we're going to make a steak sandwich. I'm going to make my own mustard mayonnaise, and I'm going to make my own tomato relish. Hopefully. We'll see how it goes. Right, first off we're going to make our mayonnaise, mustard mayonnaise, and what I want to do here, he says, is use basically 3 parts mayonnaise to 1 part mustard, whole grain mustard. Lovely. And then we'll give that a stir. And there we have a lovely fragrant mustard mayonnaise. And I'm going to get my chopping board out. And first of all we're going to start to chop the onions, garlic, chili, tomatoes, and cut that in half. So that's what I'm going to do next. Just gently use the knife, very steady. That's what I'm looking for. And then we do the other side. And then the onion, we're going to make a incision there and there, hopefully a small one in the bottom, and then we will cut these up. Cab cooking, yeah, that's what we're talking about. Lovely steak sandwich made with your own ingredients, you know, starting from scratch. None of this buying a burger from, can you imagine the difference that this would be between buying a McDonald's or even a Burger King? You know, this is fresh flavors. I'm not going to say it's good for you, because you know it's good. It's going to be it's going to be a lot better than it would be if it was a one from, you know, somewhere else, a Burger King or whatever. Now for the garlic, I'm just going to use 2 cloves. I think that's going to be enough for this, because I'm not going to make a great pile of relish. But with the garlic, best way to peel them is to, and I'm going to put it on, because I've only got a small knife, on the edge of my blade there, and press down, and then you can just take the wrapper off. There you go. That's 2 cloves of garlic. Now we're just going to finely chop these. I don't want clumps, so I'm going to, not easy with a serrated knife, but it's the only one I have. I am actually in my lorry in a lay-by in Kent, so miles and miles and miles and miles away from home, but we will still like to eat well. So we'll just continue doing this a minute. And then next, a chili, red chili. I'm going to keep the seeds in, and I'm just going to finally cut this very, very small slices. I think that'll be enough. Throw that in the bag. So far, to recap, we got chilies, we got garlic, we got onions, tomatoes is next, and we have our mustard, mayonnaise. Again, I want to enforce the idea that I'm actually in a lorry in a lay-by. This is in situ. So I'm going to do a few of these because I want to make it into a jam almost. So I'm going to infuse this with a lot of extra virgin olive oil, and I'm going to fry the onions and the garlic and the chilies, and then put in the tomatoes with a lot more extra virgin olive oil, and then I'm going to let it all simmer down. Right, so I think that's all the chopping and bits and pieces that I want to do for the minute. So if I move that out of the way, I should need salt and pepper. How do you like my fancy salt and pepper? It's the Spice Emporium, and each time you give it a twist, it delivers the correct amount of salt and pepper together. I like that more than I can tell you. Right, I think I might clean my hands after I've been chopping the chilies, just in case I do something silly like rub my eyes. We won't want to do that now, would we? Right, first things first, before we do anything else, I am going to open the sunroof. Open, he says. Not try and close it even more than it was. And open the driver's window, passenger window even more so, because stop locking the lorry. There we go, that's all locked. Okay, so let's have a go at this. I want plenty of oil in there. I'll keep that down here. And we're going to light the stove. And we're going to heat that up for a few seconds. If you see me putting stuff down there on the floor, I've got a bin on the driver footwell, so I'm putting stuff in the bin. So I've got my ciabatta all cut, I've got my chilies and my garlic. Now they're going in first. So we'll do that. Bit of chili and garlic. Warm it up a bit more, I think. Coat it all lovely. And at this moment all we're doing is making a relish to go on the top. With the steak, make sure you take the steak out to get to room temperature in a good time before you use it. There we go, pan's nice and hot. And then we're just going to put in the garlic. I think I might use another spoon just to, there we go. See, I can turn that down a bit. And some onion. I think we're going to put some more oil in, and the tomatoes. If you've got any left over, you can just keep it for another day, you know? It'd be better if I didn't throw it everywhere. God. And we'll have another bit of a clean up while we're at it. Keep it nice and clean and green as we're going. Salt and pepper, we'll season it well. And then we can put the, when this is all finished, we can put the relish back into the bowl. Right, let's see how we're doing. Looking good. And maybe even put a drop more in because I want to really reduce that down. Good thing with the ridge monkey is you can lock it down. Right, when we get it this far, you can use the back of your spoon and start to squash down some of the tomatoes which are not ready yet. So we'll ignore that and carry on. Right, when you start to see the tomatoes where their skin starts to blister, just use the back of a spoon and just squash them up a little bit, because what we're actually after is a relish. like a jam almost. So we want to cook off all the oil and left with like a jam type relish, which is what we want. If you could only smell this, it's unbelievable. There you go, it's starting to get all mushy now. That's just what we're looking for. And we'll keep reducing and reducing and reducing until we lose the liquid and get the consistency we want to spread on our sandwich. If you have any left, save it and pot it up, because you may do a burger and put this on, you know. Wow, this looks fantastic. I may turn the heat up even more and let's burn it out, reduce itself. Right, I almost forgot. Now that is almost there now. You see what I mean? It's just like really nice. It's all mushy, all lovely. So taste. Incredible. Now, I have forgotten one thing. I almost forgot. I have my basil. British basil. I forgot. So I'm just going to take a bit of basil. Oh, that's got some taste in it, I can tell you. And then we're just going to give that a bit of a chop. Wow, you can't buy taste like that off the shelf. Wow, that chili's got some bit of a bash to it. Let's give it some roughly chopped basil to go in with it. I nearly forgot me basil, it was in my cupboard. Basil is going in. And give it a bit of a stir. This is my bed, by the way. Not ideal, really, having all your cooking utensils and stuff all over your head. This is my kitchen, and this is my whole living area. You know, it's about as small as it comes. Right, we're just going to spoon this in. Now I've got about twice as much as I need. So I will be plating, or not plating, but putting some of this in a little carrier bag, you know, a little container to use on a burger next time. These Ridge Monkeys are absolutely brilliant. They are so versatile. You can use it for all sorts. Now look at that. And we will let that cool. In the meantime, I'm just going to get some kitchen roll, and I'm going to get some of rid of the excess oil. Although I am going to put some more in a minute. But look at that. How easy is that? If I was cleaning it like at the end, I will get an anti-bac wipe on that as well. Just watch that the pan don't come down on you as you're doing it, because believe me, that hurts. There. Right, so we've got our relish and we've got our mustard over there, and again we're going to get that pan nice and hot. So we're going to turn it up a tad, close it down. In the meantime, the steak has been out for quite some time. I'm going to give it a good coating and tap it in. That's a good thing about it being out for a good while, that it's become all nice and soft. So if you cook it straight out of the fridge, what actually happens is all the fibres in there will actually are tight, so it will not take very well. Right, that's the salt and pepper done. We're going to cook it for maybe 2 minutes each side. I want it fairly sort of medium, so I'm going to even get a stopwatch. You turn it once and once only, so stopwatch, so I can see what we're up against. Are you hot? I want to see a little bit of smoke. Yeah, we is hot. So in goes the monstrous steak, and you put it in and you hear that sizzle. If you don't hear that sizzle, then it's not hot enough. So we'll just pull that back, start the old timer. In the meantime, you find where you put your tongs. Right, just coming up to 2 minutes now, so I found my tongs, and then I'm going to pick it up, and I think the chefs call it rendering, where you put it on the fat side, just for a few seconds. And then start the timer again. And we carry on cooking. Look at it, handsome. I can even close the cover, save anything else getting splattered with fat. And then we got one more job after this, which we can do while the steak is resting. Now the steak seriously needs to rest for as long as you cooked it, so it's going to be like 3 to 4 minutes. Well, that's now coming up to a minute on this side. Just going to put a couple of fat splashes around the edges of the pan, nowhere else, so it's good. Right, it's gone past the minute side. Remember, only turn the steak once. And then I'm going to rest it back on here on its own tray. So if I take off that cover like that and put that in the bin, then if there's any blood left, it can stay. Right, we're coming up now to 2 minutes. Drain it. Put it on the bed just to finish off, you know. So that's going to rest now. Now the next job is to get our ciabatta bread. In fact, I put the relish on there with my knife, and you can go there. Ciabatta bread. It's all coming together now. And what we want to do, yeah, let's see, that's going lovely, is to drizzle extra virgin olive oil over the bread. And season. And then I've taken the pan off of the heat. We still got a little bit of the juices left from the steak, so I'm just going to do it in that, quite simply. I'm going to have to do it in 2 stages. I was hoping to do it all in one, but the steak is now only rested for 2 minutes, so yeah, still nice. That's about medium in there, I do believe. I could be wrong. Right. Let's have a look, see how you're doing. Yeah, needs a bit more. That steak is now come up to the amount of time it's been cooked, well, in about 20 seconds or so. So not bad at all. You could turn, the good thing about these rich monkeys is you can turn them over like that and have a look and then toast the other side. Now the steak is rested, I'm just going to give my chopping board a bit of a wipe off with all the herbs and salt and stuff. I'm just doing the last two of the ciabatta bread, and you can see I'm keeping these warm by putting them on top. And we're going to take our steak, our now rested steak. It's been on for 4 minutes now. The fat has actually done its job, and we no longer need the fat. Oh yeah, that's nice. And I've got 2 sandwiches, so I might just cut it straight in half. Yeah, that would do lovely. That will do handsomely. I better check on them 2 bread in there. That's that one done, that one done. Turn it over, open. Oh yes. Literally just a minute ago. Right, now we're done. So what I'm going to do is take the ciabatta bread, all nice and toasted, with a hint of all sorts on it, and I'm going to just put some mayonnaise, some mustard mayonnaise on each side. I literally done just enough. That's amazing. Mustard mayonnaise, and then with the back of the spoon I can just equal it out. And then a little bit of lettuce on each bottom side. And then your steak. Just gonna have to eat that bit. Then your relish. Now that is beautiful. And then we can put our tops on. Nice and crunchy. Job's a good one. And then for the last and final time, well, actually it won't be the final time because I'm going to have to clean it, but just for show purposes, I'm going to put this on here, so I can show you what a beautiful steak sandwich looks like. And I'm going to enjoy that. Thank you for watching. Here we go.